I'm Jacob.
I'm Yuri.
And we're going for a drive.
'22 Ford F150
Lightning Lariat without launch control, brake boost. That's quick.
Yeah, I got nauseous. Horsepower and torque.
580 horsepower, 775 pound-feet of torque from a 132 kilowatt-hour battery and 2 electric motors.
Hit me with the range.
Since we have the extended range option, this one has 515 kilometers of range. And we filmed the 100% charge according to the gauge cluster as well.
So this is all-wheel drive. We've got 2 electric motors.
Yeah, this is 4x4 because it's a pickup truck.
Okay, whatever, I get it wrong all the time.
We have electric motors in the front and the back, and you can actually see them underneath. It's really, really cool to see the electronics underneath and the beefy aluminum control arms, which is probably the significant portion of the price of this vehicle.
And then more cool stuff. This only comes in this configuration of bed and doors.
Correct. You can't get a shorter bed or less doors.
And where did we get this F-150 Lightning from?
Meadowvale Ford, thank you guys so much for providing the car because we couldn't get one through Ford Canada.
If you're in Mississauga and you're looking for a Ford, only go there. They're gonna have a bunch of Lightnings for you guys to buy. And if you're in the States, tsp.truecar.com.
That's right. In-stock pricing, discounted price offers.
But only if you're in the States. If you're in Mississauga,
Yes.
Meadowvale.
So this has independent front and rear suspension, which is kind of like the Raptor.
Not like your Raptor.
No, like the new Raptor.
The
Yuri.
Bronco Raptor?
Well, actually...
Oh, you gotta be more specific these days.
God, that's so annoying. And truck stuff up front, this can also tow up to 10,000 pounds. But the extended range battery affects the payload capacity. So if you get the shorter range battery, you can have a payload of, I think, 2,000 or 2,200 pounds. This is only 1,800 pounds.
And it has a built-in scale in this infotainment.
Which is really cool. So Yuri stood in the back in the bed and it actually affected the scale. So it does work.
And then this interior, compared to a normal newer F-150, has the Mach-E tablet-style infotainment, which I am not a fan of. I would much prefer the normal F-150 infotainment.
And I totally agree. This is usable, but the one that they put in the regular F-150 just functions a little bit better. More truck stuff. The dart capacity is actually quite good in this, just like a regular F-150.
Yeah, there's no little dart nookie up at the top anymore.
No, it's you can still put them there, but they're gonna rattle
They're
around.
gonna slide everywhere.
But we do have 2 glove boxes up there as well.
Normal F-150 stuff.
Yeah, and then we can hide the shifter just like we can on the regular F-150 and make this into a workbench.
Into a work thing. We got our power right here, and then we also have power in the front. We got a couple outlets, USB, USB-C, which is pretty awesome. And then we got power in the back. And this one can power your house even if you get the special adapter to your house.
Yeah, so apparently it can actually power your house for up to 3 days, Ford says, in standard conditions, whatever that is.
And even more if you just hypermile your house.
Yeah, just like put your fridge down in a setting and stuff. But it's really cool that you can actually power a house from this truck.
Yeah.
And I did find a way to use the charger from the truck to charge itself from the Pro Power on board. Okay, here we go. Charger. Which one, Yuri?
This is a bad idea. I don't want to be part of this.
Blue. I think that's good. Okay, here we go. Yuri, get the inside. Let's see what the truck says. Here we go.
It's charging.
I did it! I'm a genius!
It thinks it's charging.
Dude, it's showing blue. I'm a genius! Unlimited power! Now I should unplug this from.
It's so stupid.
This is the best thing I've ever done in my life. Infinite power.
What's that thing called that people are trying to make? The something machine that's impossible?
The generator thing.
There's a word for it.
The spinning thing. Unlimited power. Yo, Hacksmith, what's that called?
Perpetual motion machine.
Ah, yes, that is what it's called. I was thinking of something else. And since this is an electric truck, you want to know how long it takes to charge on a level 3. From 15% to 80%, it's 44 minutes.
If you can find a charger that's working.
Yes.
We haven't attempted to charge any cars out in the wild for a while.
Yeah, we haven't had many EVs in a while.
We just want to give the charging infrastructure a chance to catch up before we get you know, angry at all the chargers again.
Yeah. So if you buy one of these, just make sure you have a home charger. Like, you can't basically live without one with one of these.
Okay, and what side do we charge from? Because I see two identical charge door flaps on the fenders.
You tell me which one's the real one, because one's fake.
The one on the left. The one on the right is just the dummy one to match, which I think is pretty cool.
I'm not offended by that.
You know what? That's probably just planning for the future. They're like, yeah, it's a dummy one now, but in the future it'll also be the backup gas
plugs.
tank for the Rex generator.
You'll have 2 plugs that you can charge both at the same time for triple the speed. And this launched really well. I did brake boost it. I think it actually launches better without a brake boost, so I want you to launch it without a brake boost. But while we're driving,
sport mode or normal mode?
I was in normal mode as well.
Okay, I'll try sport mode, traction off, and half in the gravel.
Yes, but right now, driving normally, like, this is pretty quick.
And when you let off, it coasts.
Yes,
but
in regular mode.
With the one pedal driving off. But if you have one pedal driving on, it'll obviously slow down more. And then in sport mode, even with one pedal driving off, it has a bunch of regen built in.
Yes, and then we're also missing something in this, because this is the Lariat. There's no propulsion sound. It's just quiet.
And you get that in the top trim, which sounds exactly like the Mach-E.
Yeah, so with that, you have to get the Platinum for the sound, which I think is kind of a weird decision considering this is an electric car. Like, it's literally just a setting. I don't know why they didn't do that.
It's like how iPhones, you pay like an extra $300 for like another 256 gigs or 500 gigs because it's just a way to upsell.
Yeah.
It's all good. I get it.
Yeah. Anyways, suspension on this is really good. It's a little bit floaty, just like every other electric car.
Permanent Baja mode?
Yeah. So it's kind of closer to a Raptor than it is a regular F-150, and that's like a good thing in this.
Maybe it's getting ready for when it gets a lot of weight into it.
I mean, it already has a lot of weight into
but
it.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
like
yeah.
more.
Yeah, when you're towing or you got some stuff in the bed. But yeah, let's see how this does through Cliche Corner, and I'm going to put myself in the sport
good luck
mode.
trying to get
if I
there.
can remember how to do it. Here we go, sport. Here we go. Okay, sport mode. Traction still on, and lots of body roll, lots of tire squeal, but it actually gets through pretty quickly
Can you hit
because
it with the stab and go? Stab and go?
You can definitely do stab and go right now. Oh yeah.
It's like more understeer.
It's more understeer
than the Mach-E's.
Yeah, way more. But it actually does do pretty well through there, and it's really comfortable through there if you don't want to just be flooring it like an idiot, which I really don't think you should do in this truck, even though it is really quick.
I want to see someone like just dump one and make it look like an old Lightning in red.
Yes, and then swap in a supercharged V8.
And then take out the back doors.
Yeah. Let's swap you in here now.
You ready?
Ready.
Got a chirp out of it.
That's quick.
It's really fast.
Yeah.
Nauseating. Let me put it back into normal. We also have off-road and tow haul, and there is a locking differential option in there too. But normal will be a little easier. I'm not going to accelerate as hard. I don't like the nauseous feeling. I want slow electric cars and fast gas cars.
Dude, so do I. That's all I ever want.
Okay, back into this exterior, because we haven't really talked about that. We talked about it in our live video. You guys probably watched it and enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe in case we ever go live again.
Yeah, one of the first ones in North America at the time.
We have these cool DRLs that go around, and they are like covered in a matte thing, so it's not like a normal bright LED, but they're pretty dull during the day, but they look amazing at dusk and at night.
Yeah, they're real chunky.
But you gotta have some headlight on with it, which kind of sucks. But like overall, really amazing looking front end.
Totally agree.
And then the taillights as well. It's got that like really thick bevel, whatever around it.
Yeah, just the thick boyness.
And that is, the headlights and the taillights are based off previous gen F-150, not the new style lights.
Right, the actual like shape of them.
Yeah, and they go all the way across at the back. I think it looks awesome headlight and taillight wise. And then body lines and everything else, normal F-150, can't complain. And the best part is this car actually exists.
Yeah.
Unlike a Cybertruck and unlike Rivians in Canada.
Yeah, haven't seen a single one of either of those on the road.
They don't sell Rivians in Canada yet. I don't think they're able to sell cars.
I feel like I've seen a photo of one.
People have driven them. They drive them up and they drive them back down.
Okay. Or buy them in the States and bring them up or something.
Temporarily?
I don't know.
Like, I don't think it's...
I don't know. We haven't driven one yet. So anyways, this is here and you can actually buy it at the Ford dealership.
Yeah, it's this or a Hummer EV, I guess.
I haven't seen one for sale yet, other than the one that we drove.
And then this doesn't have those cool electric wheels that I saw on pretty much every other F-150 Lightning.
Yeah, I think you may need to get the Platinum to get those.
But what's cool is the tires that are on here. What's the Continental recommended tire for an F-150 Lightning?
The Terrain Contact AT, and we do have General Grabbers on here, which is owned by Continental.
Heck yeah! How about the exhaust tips? Let's listen to it from the outside.
It actually does make sound.
Yeah, but nothing like crazy.
No,
like there's I feel like there's an electric car that had like an outside sound.
I mean, Porsches kind of do.
Yeah, I got the Charger.
Yeah, the Charger leaf blower.
Throw some Ryobi.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll tape them on the back with zip ties and just send it.
Yeah.
And then we got the Lightning badge with the blue outline on the sides, which is cool. But this one at the very back does not have the Lightning Bolt America flag.
Yeah, maybe Canadian ones don't get that.
Or maybe it's a platinum thing.
Yeah, let us know in the comments because we actually don't know the answer to that.
And then this is like the mid trim, there's a lower trim, and then I think there's also like a work truck version too.
Yeah, the Pro, which is like way cheaper, but that's all I know about it. Probably way less range as well.
So then looks wise, would you take this over the new Silverado EV?
This isn't as futuristic. This is definitely more tame. I guess if you're a more subdued person, probably yes.
Hummer EV?
I go Hummer EV.
Hummer EV looks. How about this compared to Cybertruck or Rivian looks wise?
I mean, Cybertruck is just stupid, but it doesn't exist, so it's
we
whatever.
We drove a little one, so that counts.
Yeah.
And then I guess the tailgate as well. It's got the one that you can like automatically like flip up, and it's got all the rulers and stuff at the back.
Yep.
Normal F-150 stuff. You're not missing out on anything.
No.
At least I don't think you're missing out on anything. It feels like I'm not missing out on anything.
No, it doesn't.
How about back into the interior? Are you comfortable in the seats up here?
I'm very comfortable in these. They look really nice as well.
Yeah, no complaints. Everything else is pretty much normal F-150 stuff. But I mean, this full digital gauge cluster is different than a normal F-150 gauge cluster. Like when we change our modes, we don't get cool transitions because it's all in the tablet.
Right. Which kind of sucks because like those transitions were nice.
But you can see like some electric-y stuff and like your power distribution. And it's got a good amount of things in there. Then our infotainment, we can make it white or we can make it black. It's a lot easier to see during the day if it's white, I personally think.
Or just leave it in auto and let it do its thing.
Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, we can sketch and write some stuff like there, like fun little Mach-E gimmicks. And then we got Sirius XM. It was a little tricky to get to the station I wanted to, digging through while driving, so I used the voice controls, and it worked very well to get to 341 Utopia. The best station. Check it out, and if you want a couple free months of SiriusXM, hit up SiriusXM.sailor.com/TheStraightPipes.
And then we also have heated and cooled seats that are through the infotainment as well. So that part sucks, but it's nice that we have heated and cooled.
Then we also have Park Assist, which is a hard button for that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But to get to your camera, you got to go through your infotainment, which I don't like. But it's nice because unlike Volvos, you can see the front or rear with the 360 at the same time. Volvo has not figured out how to do that yet.
Yeah, and it's very good resolution as well.
Yeah, and then we also have like all-around lighting. What other cool stuff do we have on here? We got smart hitch stuff, so I guess locking onto trailers and stuff like that.
Yeah, we got features for towing. Like they thought of everything that people would want to do with this.
Yeah, and in a good way, so you're not like intimidated by some like weird electric-y thing that like I guess F-150 truck buyers don't want, right?
Yeah, if you got out of a previous gen truck or even a 10-year-old truck like my 2010 F-150 Raptor and got into this, you'd be like, cool, I understand what's going on.
You're not going to be weirded out.
No, not at all. This is a normal truck.
I don't want to drive a Prius. I want an F-150.
Yeah.
Well, got it.
Exactly. Then they did nail the regular truck that happens to be electric.
And then how about backseat room?
Fantastic. No complaints. Tons of room. And this interior is generally such a quiet place to be. This truck is so quiet.
No, too quiet.
Like
but
quieter
it's
than
fine. It's fine. It's
yeah,
quiet.
like quieter than regular F-150s, obviously because there's no engine.
Oh, thanks to the tires.
Yeah, actually it could be.
Okay, visors.
These are big. They'll pass.
3, 2, 1.
Full pass.
And then our cup holders look like they will fit cups just fine, just like all F-150s do.
Nothing weird here.
And then the sound system.
Really good.
Really, really good in here.
Bang & Olufsen.
Okay, traction control off. Sport mode through cliche corner. Gonna take it easy.
This is much better taking it easy.
But if I did the fast way like I did earlier, we'd be all over the map.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. Good
It's
handling
good.
as long as you're not trying to get to the edge. And when
Yeah,
you are
yeah.
at the edge, it's just like you're fighting it, but you're still going fast.
Exactly. And this one also does have Blue Cruise, and it does work really well.
So with all that out of the way, I think it's time to get the price.
It's a lot of money. It starts at $68,000 for the base Lightning.
Canadian.
And this one is $100,095.
Hey, whatever, man. Cars
Yep.
are expensive and electric's expensive and people want it, so there's no reason to price it for less.
And it's not like it's out of line from its competitors either. So
Yeah.
it's probably even a little bit better value.
You want a nice truck, you gotta have money.
Yeah. It's not like a Raptor's cheap.
Yeah, exactly.
People buy those.
So then if you could have one free electric vehicle from Ford, would it be the Mach-E GT or would it be this Ford F-150 Lightning?
And I have my current vehicle lineup of my 5 dumb cars.
Yes, that is correct.
I would go with this one because it could power my house.
Ah,
And the Mach-E is not enough performance for me.
yeah. I think I'd go Mach-E GT.
Really?
Like, I don't need a truck.
No, I know, you
It's
don't.
too much. Like, I know, like, there's a lot of people buying a truck for the first time with this because it's cool, but, like, I don't think. I think I'd be happy with an SUV.
Let us know what you guys think. This one, Mach-E, or any of the other competitors that are actual competitors that are trucks, like the Hummer and the futuristic Silverado thing. And the Rivian that we haven't driven. And the Cybertruck.
I don't care. It's coming one day. Oh, and do you mind the name Lightning?
At first I did. I'm over it.
Oh, yeah, it makes sense.
It makes sense.